Hey, this is James Russell with Crown Millwork, and I'm here to show you how to change a door handle inside your home. This one's a gold handle, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's not broken. Yours might be, but this one isn't. I'm just going to change it to a color that my wife likes better. So, you're going to need a few tools. One's going to be a drill or a screwdriver. You can use a hand screwdriver or a drill. You're going to take out the old handle. 2 screws holding the handle set in. There's one. And then notice how I lift that lever handle to get it out of my way. And I don't push it down, I lift it up. The reason I lift it up is because if that particular drill you're using, that shaft runs and turns against that doorknob, it'll scratch it. And if it's on the bottom side, nobody ever sees the scratch. So, take the screws out the rest of the way by hand. Come on. There we go. These are some long ones, which is really nice. And you'll find that out when you go to put one in. Then you push in the back set, take out the other side. That little piece right there that goes in and out or back and forth, that's called a back set. Now I'm going to take the drill and I'm going to take these 2 screws out. So that I can remove this back set. Now, the new handle set that I'm using is also a lever style handle set, but it's in oil rub bronze. And the first piece I'm going to put in is the back set. Now, if you'll look at this back set closely, you're going to see that there is on the barrel 2 measurements. One's going to say 2 3/8, the other's going to say 2 3/4, and there's a little pin on it, and I can move this pin. Let me see if I can figure it out. There it is. There's a catch on this particular one. You'll have to look at it or read the manufacturer's directions. Each manufacturer does it a little different. And the reason they do this is exterior doors and interior doors are all about the same, but the distance between the handle set and the edge of the door here is either going to be 2 3/8 inches or 2 3/4 inches. So when a manufacturer makes these, they'll make them adjustable so that you can make sure it fits. You don't have to take it back to the store if you got the wrong one. You're going to put the back set now, and I've set this one to 2 3/8. If you're not sure, put it in, and if it hits the back and it's still sticking out, let me show you, then you know it's too long. Try to see if you can zoom in on that. So you can see the back of this is touching, and this part right here is still far too far out from the door. That's because I set it to 2 3/4. Now I'm going to push it back in to 2 3/8 inches, because that's what this particular handle set is set at. So I put that in. I'm going to take my screws. Usually they're located in a package, in a new handle set, and they're all together. The strike plate's in there, all the screws are in there, and usually the directions are in there. So if you're not sure, open it up and start going through everything and you'll find it. There are some manufacturers that are more complicated. Most of the stuff you're going to do is fairly simple. So the first 2 screws are going to go in. And since I've got a previous handle, I've got holes, so it's not a problem. However, you may have a problem, and that problem is that the screw hole is loose, stripped out. Old-time carpenters will tell you that they used a matchstick, and they would take the matchstick. Travis, zoom in on that little hole in there. And they would take the matchstick, break off the fire end of it, and jam it into the hole. Then they would break it off. If it was really big, they might put 2 in there. You don't have matchsticks, you can get away with using several toothpicks. Colored, white, doesn't matter. You're never going to see it anyway. But they'll fill up the hole so that you can then get the screw to drive in, and it'll bite tightly. I'm going to leave it in there because it's not going to hurt a thing. And I'm going to drive that screw in. So there it is. My back set is now in, and now I'm going to put in the two handles. Now, lever handles usually come left-handed or right-handed, and on some cases you're going to have the wrong handle set. This particular brand has a screw hole, an Allen head, so that I can take and reverse this if I have to. And just for the sake of showing you, I'm going to reverse it. It's actually correct for this one because we want to be able to lock this basement to keep the little bits from getting in. So what we do is, to reverse the handle, undo that set screw. A lot of manufacturers have this. It's a nice feature. Aye, that one's in there well. Woo. And you're going to see that in this particular case, I can turn that handle around. Now the thing that most people do, they don't understand if they've got one that is not adjustable or if it is adjustable, they're going to put it together, and what they're going to do is they're going to have the handle set upside down. Come take a look at this, Travis. They'll put it in and the handle will be upside down. It's supposed to be, okay, it's supposed to be palm to the curved side. Doesn't have to, but that's the way the manufacturer designed it. In this case, we're going to be perfect. Alright, so now we're going to put the handle set together. Travis, zoom in on this so they can see this part of the back set. There's a curved piece and a flat metal piece, and that is what actually moves this back set tongue sticking out right here. The handle set also has a curved piece. That curved piece has to fit inside that hole on the curved side. It won't go in until you push the back set out of the way. Then you're going to line up these two barrels, which are your screw holes. Just, woo! I'm having trouble. That's good because then you can see it. Not everybody has it easy. There it is. Okay, so it fit in. Now I'm going to put the other side on. So as you look in this is a locking mechanism. Travis, zoom in on this. And you can see when I turn this piece, that little rectangular piece, the red one in there, turns. Now Travis, zoom in here and show them there's a rectangular piece in that long cylinder right there. Can you see the side of that cylinder, Travis?
Yeah.
From there you can see it?
Mm-hmm.
This red piece needs to line up with that piece. Look at that one and then turn the red piece until it matches.